All right, so here is how we're going to divide these polynomials when we have a coefficient equal to 1. So I do my checklist before I do synthetic division. I'm like, hey, is the divisor a linear binomial? Yes, it is. And is the coefficient of the divisor 1? Yes, it is. So then I can go ahead and follow these next steps. So step 1 is to make this kind of L-looking thing. And then step 2 is going to be to get the coefficients of your dividend. So here I have a coefficient of 1 in front of x squared, -3, and -18. Again, if you are missing terms, this is where you would put a 0 if you were missing it. Then we're going to go to the a value. So remember from the last video, I said this linear binomial is going to tell us what our a value is. So our formula is x minus a. So x minus 6, 6 being positive here. So I'm going to put that 6 kind of on the outside of my little L thing. Okay, and then from here, always bring down your first coefficient every single time, no matter what. Bring it down and write it down here. And then after, it's pretty easy, y'all. This is like elementary school math. We're going to multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add, and that's going to be the rest of our math. So what I mean by that is you're going to take 6, multiply by this number down here, 1. 6 times 1 is 6. Put it right here. Then you are going to add these two numbers together. So -3 plus 6 will give you a +3. And then you start over. So again, multiply 6 times 3 will give you 18. Add these two together, you're going to get 0. This 0 right here is going to be your remainder. So because we have a remainder of 0, we are not going to have to write it as a fraction. And furthermore, these numbers down here are going to be your coefficients of your answer. So when you're writing your final answer, I need you guys to go back to the original dividend. And I need you to look at the degree. This is degree 2, your answer, because think about it. You're dividing x squared by x. Your answer should just be x. And you're going to say x squared minus 1 would give you a degree 1. So you're going to say the coefficient in front of x is 1. And then your next is going to be your constant, and that's going to be 3. So this is what I mean here, starting with 1 less degree than your dividend. That is how I'm going to get my exponents. Obviously, when you have like x cubed, then your first term here would be 1x squared, and then it'll go from there. Okay, so I have x plus 3. That is my final quotient. And then remember how I said I have a 0 as a remainder? If we think back to a long division, 0 meant that x minus 6 is going to be a factor of the original polynomial. So yes, it is a factor because we got a remainder of 0. If we get a remainder of any other number, it means that this x minus 6 or whatever the linear binomial we are dividing by is not a factor. All right, there is your overview of synthetic division.